Okay, this is my audience. Okay. Hi, I am Haley Brenwan, and I will just be informing you a little bit about cosmetology. I will be telling you about what a cosmetologist does, a little bit of the history behind it. There's some cool facts there, and then a little bit about the schooling requirements it takes to become a cosmetologist. So, um, first, I'm going to start off with the history of cosmetology. The history of cosmetology has not changed much. A lot of the materials and techniques are still have stayed the same till this day. As an example of this would be like a bone comb. So a bone comb is it's like a comb made out of bone. We still have combs till this day, so it's similar. It's just not made out of a bone either, but so a lot of materials and techniques are still the same till this day. But yeah, so then the term cosmetology comes from the Greek literature. It is actually cosmetikos. I believe I'm saying that right. Which this just means it's in the skilled use of cosmetics. There's a couple other things that have been originated in Greece. That has to do with cosmetology. Some services that they give would be like a bath, a spa, a manicures or pedicures, hairstyling. That was all originated in Greece. So Greece was a big part in the cosmetology back in the way back many years ago and stuff. And then according to evergreenbeauty.com, China used powdered lead as a light complexion, which I thought was a really cool, interesting fact. And then this is also one of the oldest professions known. It has been around for many years, as we can tell. It was used in the ice ages and things like that. So it's a very old profession. It has one that has stuck around and is still a very popular profession as well. And then I'm gonna move on to what a cosmetologist does. They perform cosmetic, relaxing, facial and body and skin treatments and hair treatments. According to Monster.com, some treatments they provide would be makeup application, hair treatments, scalp and facial treatments, manicures and pedicures, eyelash extension. They do hairstyling, they do hair cutting, they can dye your hair, they can do massages. So a bunch of things they can do, and they are just trying to improve your skin and beauty services. So that's what it's kind of all about, is improving the looks of what you're getting done. And most cosmetologists have a dynamic schedule. They mostly work on weekdays, but they can also work on weekends, maybe even some holidays as well, probably some of the smaller holidays that aren't so popular. But yeah, and then their hours kind of just depend on them, I guess. Most cosmetologists pick their hours, how many hours they want to work a day, or how many hours they want to work a week, as well. And then another thing, additional to their salary or wage, you can get benefits like health insurance, things like that. And you won't, your wage kind of just depends on how many hours you are working a week and how fresh you are out of cosmetology school, because you want to try and build up your clientele. So your wage at the beginning can be it can fluctuate a little bit because you're working up your clientele, and if you're just at a cosmetology school, you might not have that much higher of a salary. But as you work on the years, you will start to make more, as I think that's with any job. So it kind of just depends on how fresh you are at a cosmetology school, or if you've been doing this for more than a couple years, just things like that. But it does have some good benefits like health insurance, and yeah. So then some responsibilities cosmetologists have is they converse clients with and try to understand their needs, so what they would like done on them to improve their facial or body treatments. They also apply and sell beauty products. Most salons you probably see sell beauty products. And then they also answer phone calls, and they schedule appointments, things like that. And then according to Minnesota.gov.com, They also have to comply with health and safety standards. So they have certain requirements in different salons that they have to apply to with health and safety hazards and things like that. And then I'm going to move on to this, the schooling requirements, what it takes to become a cosmetologist. So according to filmbook.com, you can actually finish your cosmetology school within 1 year, but most cosmetologists finish it in 2 years. And then according to workchrome.com, licensings can vary per state, so not every state is the same with their licensings. But you do need so for Minnesota, you do need a cosmetology training certificate, or you need an associate's degree in cosmetology as well. One or the other works just perfectly fine. But you also need supervised hands-on experiments so that you are eligible to take your cosmetology license exam. You do have to take an exam, and and there is a number of skills that are required to have your hands-on experiments. There is a required number of hours you have to have, and for Minnesota, you have to have 1,550 hours. You have to complete that all. Most complete it within 2 years, but like I said, according to filmbook.com, some can finish it in 1 year. It just depends on how many hours you are getting in with a day, or how many hours you're getting in a week and stuff. So it kind of just depends how things are going for you at your school. But yeah, so that was just a little bit about cosmetology. So now you can say you have some knowledge, some knowledge about cosmetology, and I'm happy to inform you about what the history of cosmetology was, what a cosmetologist do, and a little bit about the schooling requirements it takes to become a cosmetologist. So you now have some knowledge of what a cosmetologist does, and I hope you like cosmetology, because I think it's a fun and good profession, and it has good outcomes. So yeah, thank you.